I've just spent 2 weeks in Northern Ireland and I've picked up quite a few bits to sell back over in England on eBay, and this isn't even everything. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That is right, I am back. Had a bit of a slow period with reselling content on YouTube. If you catch my live a week ago or so, I explained everything in there. Just other work commitments and things like that. I put out a few non-reselling related videos, but I am back ready to get going again. And I've got a table full of stock and some more to go through. Basically, with my full-time job, I've been spending a lot of time over in Northern Ireland this summer, about 4 weeks in total. My wife's been running the business while I've been away, but it has been difficult to film content. But I'm back now. Literally came back this morning, so I'm sorry if I'm look a bit tired and a bit ropey, but that's how committed I am to my community, my fan base. And yeah, we're going to go through quickly the big haul that I picked up. So I had a bit of free time in the evenings. I was scouring charity shops and Facebook Marketplace and things like that, seeing if there is anything, any bargains out there that I could pick up and sell when I got back. And I managed to get quite a lot, and I'm quite happy with what I've got. So like I say, I'm going to spin you around on my chest mount and we'll get straight into it, showing you what I picked up, what I paid, and just talking about the items. Here we are then. I've laid out all of the sort of hard goods on the table. I have also got a bag of clothing, which I'll go through afterwards. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of a haul. I'll do a bit of a pan round now so you can see the kind of stuff that I've picked up. And we'll talk about it. I'll let you know where I got it, what I paid. I've not done like loads of research or prep for this video with what things are worth or anything like that. But I'll be able to give some rough estimates. And yeah, we will take it from there. So we'll start off here at the back. Now, I've got two different Monopolies. Now, I need to remember where I got each one and what I paid. This is going to be testing my memory. But, in tradition of where I am, we've got a Belfast edition Monopoly. All complete, all in there. And, yeah, let me think. Where did I get this? This one I got on Facebook Marketplace, this newer one. And I paid 15 for it. They were asking 20. They took an offer of £15 cash on this one, and this will probably go for about £30-35. Definitely this time of year, you know, we're heading into Q4, so I'm trying to get some board games and things like that. So yeah, 15 into 30-35. The Belfast edition is quite sought after. Moving down. We have got some box sets that were from a charity shop. Now these are all £2 each. You can see there we've got Blue Bloods. I've not really looked any of these up. I'm just going off instinct. I thought £2 each for some sealed box sets. It's worth a punt. So we've got that one. And then we've got Smallville seasons 6 and 7. Oh, and the final season. Whatever that is, 10 or something maybe. So I could always bundle them up. Nice little bundle there. And then this looked interesting. Green Wing, a Channel 4 series, I'd say. But yeah, sometimes these things can do well because they're sort of shown on TV and then they're maybe not on catch-up. I don't know if it's got a year on it. 2007. Brand new and sealed, so for £2 we should be alright on them, people. What else have we got? We'll go to the back here. We've got a Simpsons chess set. Now the box, the tin, isn't in fantastic nick, but we'll open it up and the instructions has been drawn on, everything like that, but the board's okay. Look how cool the figures are though. I'll see if there's a year on this. Let me just zoom in. I'll just pan through them figures. I just thought they were nice and sort of retro looking. I paid £2.50 for this. There was a charity shop, all board games, it just said for £2.50. And some jigsaw puzzles and things like that. And then there was this Simpsons chess. But yeah, the tin isn't in great nick, but we should be able to get 20 quid for that. Decent ones are going for 25 to 30. So I'm hoping on 20 on that one. Again, going into Q4, people are going to be after these kind of things. A different charity shop on the high street, BT Advanced Phone Z. So like a triple handset for your home. It states new, and I did open it, and everything is the correct phones. That's the main thing, and everything is still like tie wrapped and bagged up like new. So yeah, it has been bought and not even opened. They've got on their RRP £100, and they were selling it for 15. I'd probably on eBay achieve at least 60. I'd say 60 to 80 from what I can remember looking it up. But yeah, paying up a bit for something, but a nice easy item to photograph. I can class it as new, easy to ship. Let's work down here. There was a regular charity shop that I was going in that was on the street where my apartment was, so I was staying, and it was open a bit later, which was handy. And I was calling in sort of now and again, a few times a week, and yeah, they just literally, I went to the checkout with a few bits, and she said, oh, I've just put them books out. And all the kids' books, I think they were 5 for £1, and these were put in with kids' books. They're like the manga sort of fantasy kind of novels. They're like done back to front. Final Fantasy. That's Final Fantasy. Overlord. Would have been $13 US. So they basically cost me 25p each. You know, and it's just something a bit different. This kind of stuff I know can be worth good money, but at that prices, I would have paid like 50p each or something. But 4 for £1, can't go wrong with them at all. I hope you're enjoying the bit of the haul. We've got plenty to go through, and some more when I've finished on this table as well. The same charity shop that I got these books, but a different day, had loads of decent shoes. And I was looking at these, and I thought, I kind of know that style. They look a bit familiar. And I looked underneath and saw this, and the sort of colouring things. I thought they look like Doc Martens. They're obviously girls' school shoes. £2 a pair. And I thought it didn't have any writing down here, so I thought, oh, they knock off Doc Martens. But if you go right in there, just say Doc Martens Air Cushion Sole. And then what gave it away for me is if you come in here, if it's going to focus, they're called that Macy 2 Junior, UK size 3. And this one, same model, Macy 2 Junior UK 3. So exactly the same. But for £2 a pair, I did look these up. I think some people were achieving like 30 quid. But they're not in the best nick. Obviously they're used school shoes. You know, if I can get $19.99 on them when I've cleaned them up a pair, then I'm more than happy with that for my £2 investment. These are really cool. I've not really done a lot of research on these. I need to remember how much they are. Let me just have a look at my receipt, make sure there's no details on that. £4 on the Chupa Chups Heelys. It's like Heelys are pretty cool anyway, but I saw the Chupa Chups branding and I thought I've never seen them before. For 4 quid, oh, the tag's there. £4, I thought Can't go wrong with them. At least 20 quid, 24.99. Again, going into sort of Christmas time or something, you know, should do all right with them. Going back to the charity shop where I got these shoes and the books, they had some ties. Now, all ties were £1. We've got Manchester United, a nice sort of black polka dot kind of satin looking tie with the emblem on there further up. Yeah, official Manchester United. Thought that was quite neat. So I picked that one up. That was £1. Should get a tenner for that. And then we've got a red one, but this is actually new with its tag. I believe the other one's new, it just hasn't got the tag. Official merchandise. Weave poly tie. And this is the nice sort of Manchester United traditional red and white stripe with the embroidered logo there. And this one was £1 as well. I think should be able to get £15 or so for that. These are just guesstimates, people. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I'm overestimating or whether you've got a better idea on values. Obviously, when I come to list, I'll do the proper research and everything like that. Let's work down the front and talk about a few Facebook Marketplace pickups. So where I was staying, I kind of put my Facebook Marketplace, did a radius of a few miles, couple of miles, you know, just to see what was in my local area. And there's quite a lot actually. We'll look at this first. This is a Marantz CD player, CD53. Now I paid up a bit on this. I paid £25 for this one. I've seen it all tested and working in the guy's house. Comes with the remote. And yeah, for 25 quid, what did I think I could get on that? You know, probably 60 to 70. It's a decent brand. It's in very good nick. A couple of little scratches there on the top. Might be able to polish them out. But yeah, should be able to double up my money after fees on that one. So that was worth grabbing. It was like less than a mile away from where I was staying. Another Facebook pickup, which I can't wait to get these listed. We've got some tools. So we've got some DeWalt. These are adapters. So basically he had these listed for £10 each. He's got 14 in total. Let me open one up. This is actually similar stuff to what I'd use in my full-time job. They're brand new DeWalt. You can see the grease in there hasn't even been touched. And they're basically to convert two different drill types. So it converts an SDS Max drill, which is this bigger shank, down to an SDS Plus, which is a smaller size shank in there. And yeah, he was asking £10 each on these, which is already a bargain. I think the last time I checked, there's only one person selling these DeWalt DT6830 on eBay for about £80 to £90 each. And he knew I was interested in taking the whole lot. He said if you take the whole lot, I can do £70, which works out to £5 each. So I kind of snapped his hand off at that. Paid £70, got 14 of these in total. The rest are just there. So yeah, I want to get them photographed and listed sooner rather than later. But even if I'm listing them for $39.99, $49.99, no, undercutting the other person, they should drip out now and again. It's not going to be something that's like too popular to buy, but from places like Amazon or like Screwfix or, you know, online stores, they're going to be very expensive. So I should do all right with them. So we're flying through stuff, people. We'll nip back to some charity shops. Same one where I've been getting the other shoes. Look at the size of these bad boys. They're actually looking really good nick. I just noticed the sticker inside there is still like nice and fresh. Adidas Superstar upper leather rubber sole. Let's take a look. What size are these? Get your guesses in, people. There's my hand. Let me zoom out. My hand for scale. What size do you reckon? Get it in the comments, no cheating. These are a UK 13. Wow. £3 as well. And then, yeah, they're really nice. They'll clean up well. For £3, can't go wrong. At least 20, 24.99, 29.99, you know. So decent money on them. We've got some Converse with Lunarlon. Is that like a waterproofing kind of thing? They have got like a stain on the front there, which I'm hoping I can get out and then put some sort of white polish or white cleaner on there. But they're really nice effect. These ones were labelled up for £5, but she spotted this at the checkout and gave me them for £4, which was nice. She didn't have to do that. Chuck Taylor Converse. I'm guessing they're women's. UK 7. I suppose they're unisex in a way. Converse All-Star. But yeah, really nice. This Lunarlon, I'm not sure if that's like a waterproof thing or something. But again, they just stood out for me. Should be an easy £24.99 on them. Now we've got another Monopoly at the back here. This is from a charity shop literally just around the corner of my apartment. Northern Ireland, and you can tell, look, it's like the older style. And this is in demand as well. These sort of different variants, should we say. And yeah, especially these, I'm going to be able to find these easier, obviously, in Northern Ireland, Belfast, than I am over here. So by buying them there and bringing them back and selling them over here, I'm kind of increasing the demand. Is that the right way of saying it? It's all in there. It's all been checked and everything. I paid up on this one. I paid £10 for this one. And again, £25, £30 on that. Now I also managed to slip in a bit of retail arbitrage. Some RA. Now I went to a home bargain store and they had these Dungeons and Dragons figures. So they're made by Jada, which I've heard of these before. They make the sort of die-cast cars and things like that. And we've got a set of 4 die-cast figures. So these are quite heavy. They're metal. And it tells you the names of the people there. Dungeons and Dragons branded. And these were, believe it or not, £1.99. Which I thought was a steal. Scanned them through on eBay. People are selling them for £10 each steadily. Especially going into Christmas, I think that's going to be a good item for Q4. So I picked up 10 of them for £20. And yeah, it should be a decent item to drip out. Like I say, going into Christmas, they're all the same characters and that. So nice multi-listing, easy to ship. That's what we're all about. Moving down, this was maybe a bit of a fail, you know. I'm not going to say everything I pick up's perfect and it's going to make me loads of money. But I had a look in a charity shop. This was £3. I didn't do any research. Just saw that it was an M&M's poker set. And I thought that obviously it's probably from M&M World. And stuff like that can demand quite a good price. Because I actually went to London a few weeks ago. So I went to Northern Ireland for a couple of weeks. And then we had trip to London when I went to see Oasis at Wembley, and we went into M&M World and I don't remember seeing it, so that also made me buy it. And I thought, oh, all the poker chips are sealed, that's great, I'll get it for £3. But the deck of cards is missing, and when I look it up, people have only got it listed for £9.99 with the deck of cards. So bit of a fail. It might just be a keeper. We might keep it for ourselves. It only needs a normal deck of cards to go with it. So yeah, it might just go in our games cupboard and come out at Christmas. But for £3, can't go wrong. Another Facebook Marketplace pickup. Now this was very early on. So I can't actually remember what I paid for these. I'm trying to remember. 5, 10. Was it £5 a box? I think I paid £40. I can't quite remember. But I remember looking them up and there being decent money in them. So I think I paid £5 a box for these cassettes. And they're all sealed. He had some loose ones that he gave me separately. There might be a bit of a different make, but you get the idea. Little cassettes that go in video cameras. He said it was his brother's or something like that, and they're just clearing it out. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I seem to remember I paid £5 a box, £40, and I believe you can probably get about £20, £25 for a sealed box of 5 of them. Can't quite remember. I remember it being good enough for me to go pick it up, obviously. But yeah, Panasonic digital video cassette, mini DV, 5 pieces. Quite cool to find sort of vintage tech, brand new and sealed. I like old sealed media and things like that. So there'll be some good sellers, hopefully. They're even in the original box as well. So I could sell the whole box, even though it says 50 pieces. I've only got 10, 20, 30, 40. How would you fit 50 in there then? 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh yeah, sorry. 40 and 50. Why did I think that wasn't going to add up? You can tell I've not had a lot of sleep. Anyway, we're getting to the end of what's on the table. And then I'll have a little break and I'll reset the table with the next bits. But if you are enjoying this video, people, if you've missed my reselling content, then do drop it a like. Hope you're enjoying the haul and the bits that I picked up. There's some cool bits to come. The Arrival sealed board game, bought that with the Monopoly. I paid £10 for that one, I paid £5 for that one. Not a complete fail, it's probably a £12 to £15 game. Sealed, but that will go in Q4 at Christmas. I was walking past a charity shop and saw this in the window. £3. For some reason, I don't know, it stood out to me. I don't really go for books, but it was a nice big hardback book, good condition, and it just stuck out to me. And I should be able to get £25 for that. Chuck Close, don't know who he is. The Museum of Modern Art. I didn't even look at that. I just kind of Google imaged it and did an image search. £3, yeah. Like I say, should get 25. Now, something you don't see a lot nowadays. We've got some Betty Boop. And it's come with a little keyring there in a cocktail glass. That was just a little freebie with it, really. I'll probably just keep that. But yeah, Betty Boop in the bath. Her foot hasn't snapped off or anything like that. Bit of wear on the taps. Let me zoom in so you can get a better look at condition and things like that. Just needs a bit of a clean, just a bit dusty. I might be able to make out the make there, but I'm sure when I do some research that'll become obvious and I'll be able to get it listed for the right price. I asked about this and this was £7. I should be able to achieve 30 to 35 on this when it's all cleaned up. So a good pickup. I don't think I've ever bought any sort of older Betty Boop like that. You don't really see much of it. Same shop that I bought the Chuck Close book. I saw this nice clock made out of a hardwood with some brass effects there on the corners. Vintage Smith's mantle clock, £5. And I thought, yeah, I'll give that a punt. I looked up similar items, the same make, and yeah, should be able to get £20, £25 for that. Give it a nice polish, nice photograph. It's tested and working. Yeah, just trying to pick up some different bits, more sort of antique-y bits. And yes, the last item on here, this was from the shop that I got. What else did I buy there? The box sets. Anything else? I think that was probably it. Oh, the Betty Boop was from there as well. But this is a really cool chess set. Now, I spotted it when I was paying, all the bits in there, and they weigh an absolute ton. Nice board, and yeah, all the pieces, look at them. Never seen like a solid brass chess set before. Really cool pieces. So I had to ask him straight away when I was paying. There's brass and then there's like a silvery colour. Yeah, I asked how much was it, and he was asking £25, and I was umming and ahhing about it. I did a little bit of research there and then, saw that they can achieve a fair amount of money. So I thought I'd grab it, take a risk, paying up at £25, but hopefully we're getting sort of like 60 to 70 on that. Let me know down below what you think. But I just thought if I leave it and walk away, I'll regret it. That's going to be a really nice item for my eBay store. So yeah, let me know what your favourite item is there. Let me know if you think maybe I shouldn't have grabbed something, or maybe something's going to be worth more, you know. I'm always open to people's interpretation and help on things, because a lot of people have got a lot of knowledge that I haven't got, so I'm all for sharing expertise. So yeah, I'm going to get all this tidied away, ready to relist, list even, not relist, onto eBay, and I'm going to pull out the clothing that I bought. Now, I'm not normally a clothing buyer, but I was checking the rails and I was picking up anything if it was a decent price. So I'll get that laid on the table now, and we'll go through the clothing next. Alright, here are the pieces of clothing that I picked up. Now you'll have to bear with me, like I say, I'm not a clothing seller. I was just picking up things that I like the look of, that I've not seen before, or I just generally know is good value. And some of it might be a keeper anyway. But I'll start with this. We've got a G-Star hoodie, zipped hoodie, G-Star raw denim. I just noticed, I didn't notice it before, the star is like a leather patch. It's an XL, and this was £5, but I quite like it myself. I'm just a size large, but it kind of looks my kind of size. But yeah, I just like the print, so that might be a keeper. But if not, for £5, then surely you can get 20 quid for that. Don't quote me on it though, because I'm really bad at clothing prices. We have got Venom, Marvel kind of. It's a pop tee, so it would have come in a set with a Funko Pop. £2, size XL. I can bang that in one of my Whatnot shows. That's the kind of stock I need for them. This was decent. How much was this? This might be a keeper as well. This is a Vans large, white t-shirt, long sleeve, nice big print on the rear. So that might be a keeper for me actually. £3.25. If not, 15 quid or so, I'd like to think. But like I say, looking in charity shops and that, it gives you a chance to actually look for stuff for yourself. It's not all to sell. This, I haven't got a clue. It just looked a bit obscure, you know. £3.25 again, very cool. Size large, log off initiative. Little quote there. The world outside your screen is waiting to be seen. Nice sort of like green tie-dye. I didn't even notice that until now. Yeah, £3.25. It's nice thick cotton. So that's what I was going on. I was going on like quality. Not sure on value. We have got £3. NHL, size small. Short sleeve t-shirt, but like a jersey kind of t-shirt. Yes, I'm wearing Christmas socks. Ducks 93. So yeah, £3, probably like £9.99, something like that. This was another one that was nice thick cotton. Stiegel Stella Drago 2XL. £3.25. Nice big skull print on the front. And an even bigger one on the rear. 15 to 20 quid. Hopefully. Sailor Moon. This was £1 on the sale rail. Pull and Bear. Is that like a cheap kind of... I'm not sure who owns that. You'll have to remind me in the comments. Size small for £1. Yeah, just picked it up because I like the graphic on it. And the last one. Car Boot Chris will be happy with me. Tiki Surf Hawaii. Diamond Head Beach, Honolulu. It's only a like a Sainsbury's, but that'll be a keeper for me for the holidays. And that was £3 as well. And that is all the clothing, and that is all of the haul that I picked up from Northern Ireland across 2 weeks while I was working over there. So there we go, everyone. First proper video back after a bit of a long slog. I haven't picked up the camera and done any reselling content for over a month now, but it's feeling good to get back into it. I'm going to grab some of these items, get them photographed, get them listed ASAP, and yeah, it's really good to be back on the YouTube making content again. Just had to take a little bit of a break while other things took priority, you know. A full-time job, it pays the bills and things like that. Good opportunities coming along, I have to take them, and other things get put to the side, but my business is still running in the background. My wife was looking after everything, so happy days on that. So I hope you enjoyed the whole video of everything that I picked up. Let me know down below the standout item that you really liked, and thanks again for watching. Drop it a like on your way out, and we'll see you next week. Take care.